Welcome, Aries. This is your monthly focus for March 2023, and we're going to dive right into it. We start on March the 2nd. Mercury goes into Pisces. So, this is a time for us to be creative, intuitive, magical, imaginative, spiritual. And for you personally, it is about your spiritual realm. It's talking about the things that you need to close in your life and closure through talking, speaking, communicating about the things that you need to put completion on, endings on, things that have been holding you back, things that have been burdening you. It's going to be your birthday soon, right? So when the sun moves into Aries, you want all that clutter to be gone in your life. And Mercury in Pisces enables you to do just that, okay? You can find solutions to place in places that you've never even considered looking before. So know that your mind is alive. Know that your spirit is alive. Your intuition is higher. Absolutely. You'll understand what people are saying even if they're not using the right words. And tap into your spirituality. Grow your spirituality. Speak, meditations, prayer, anything to do with communicating? Absolutely. On March the 7th, Saturn will move into Pisces, and it will be there for the next 3 years. So this is very, life-changing energy, okay? And this is a time when we become purposeful. We ground ourselves. For all of us, it's about turning our dreams into reality. And so I think with Mercury moving into Pisces and then Saturn entering Pisces, you have this wonderful, beautiful energy about you to really build on your dreams, to really build a strong structure and a foundation. Make something, a dream, a fantasy, a hope, a wish, a desire, into a tangible, real existence for yourself. We also have the full moon on March the 7th too. So this is going to allow you, this is about your health, your well-being. It's in Virgo and it's at 16 degrees again. So we're going to change our health, our well-being, our routines in some way so that we are stronger, that we are more capable, that we are more vibrant, that we have more energy. We could be changing something about work, absolutely, under this time. Routines, yes. So look at what habits that you want to transform into something that's going to move you closer and closer to that dream. Your best life ever. What does it look like? And let's start the pathway in getting there, one step at a time. But this is a beautiful month for you to just blast off, to really go forward in new ways. Anyways, we'll get to that as we go through the astrology. But on March the 12th, okay, Jupiter conjuncts Chiron. And that doesn't happen too often in Jupiter's got to come all the way around to where Chiron is. So I would assume maybe it's once every 10 or 12 years or something around there. And it's a great time to understand we're gifted with how to move forward. And it's in your sign. So it's really looking at where you are in the present. And I think that you will look back on March 2023 with, that's when it all began. That's when I decided to do this. That's when I decided to step into this and step away from that. Now, looking towards our spirituality for healing, and remember, we have Saturn and Mercury now in Pisces there, working on your healing, the ability to heal. So use your spirituality, use spirituality to heal, and maybe it's prayer, maybe it's being of service. Because Jupiter conjunct Chiron it really supports some great healing. We can let go of things that we haven't been able to let go or release for years upon years upon years. On March the 16th, Venus will enter Taurus. And so we become more sensual, romantic, maybe even a little bit more patient. It's here to remind us how beautiful the world can be. Now, for you personally, it could involve material wealth and allowing that beauty to flow into your life. Planning for those kinds of things. It's also a very good time to look at your money issues and love issues and understand how you can deal with them. And you'll be able to do that out in the open directly, easily. Taurus is all about slowing down a little bit. So Venus is taking its time in love. We don't want anything rushed. We want to take our time. We want to savor the moment. So being in the moment, especially in our romantic relationships, in any relationship actually, will add more beauty. And the word's not coming to me. I see what they're doing. It's like compressed or something. Stronger, more dense, more, I don't know. Anyways, March 19th, Mercury will enter Aries. So it leaves Pisces and goes into Aries. We're getting direct. Now we are getting quick-witted. Now we are going to be the trailblazer, the independent. We are going to start walking forward. Absolutely. Or at least we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be communicating. We're going to be restless and we're going to be impatient. On March the 20th, the sun moves into your sign, Aries. Happy birthday. So this is a time to be bold, and this is a time to get excited, and definitely a little spontaneity never hurt under this kind of energy, because remember, Jupiter is in your sign as well. So my goodness, it's a perfect recipe for going, your higher calling into the path that you've always wanted to walk, or grow that path stronger and deeper and add more to it, and people. Okay, and I think people, when Saturn moves into Pisces, yes. When Pluto, that's what it is. I'm looking at the wheel here, and I'm like, oh, that's not right. But it's Pluto that's moving, and we're not there yet. I'll talk about that next. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. Sun into Aries, and it's not a time to be comfortable. It's a time to really step into the unknown. Okay, be present. Okay, spark, allow that spark of motivation, that something to move us forward. Light that fire under your feet and get going. This is a time when you can propel yourself forward, breaking old habits, old behaviors, and discovering brand new worlds. Now, Pluto enters Aquarius, and for us, it's just like a little trailer of what Pluto's going to be like in Aquarius. And this is where it's, this is your power and how to use your power within groups of people. Okay, and it could be very much that it is in a technical way. So it could be you've joined a Zoom group, or is there Zoom groups? I don't know. Or you join something online, but it's how it fuels you, how it empowers you, that really sets your world on fire, because this is like the little bit of energy, that little bit of oomph that you can tap into each and every day and really ignite yourself. Now, it'll only be there for about 3 months, but you can kind of put out some feelers to how that's going to work in your life. And definitely it's about your power. It's Pluto, for goodness sakes. Pluto is your power, your powerhouse, your warrior, the conqueror, life, death, rebirth. And then it will go back after 3 months. It will go back into Capricorn, finish out that saga, those chapters of our life. But then it'll remain in Aquarius for the next 2 decades or so. On March the 21st, we have a new moon in your sign. This is, not only is it your birthday, but it's kind of astrology's birthday. It's kind of like the brand new astrological year comes out. And so that even gives you even more energy to go forward and do the things you want to do. On the 25th, we have Mars entering Cancer. So We're not as fast to push forward. This is a great time to do any kind of home improvements in your house, improvements within the family, growing that family, growing safety, growing security. And we won't be just going a direct approach on everything. We'll take a very passive approach, but we'll take step after step and be committed and get those things done like we plan. Okay, let's go to the cards. I didn't even shuffle them really, but I did clear them good while I was thinking of this. So pretty sure we got the energy in there. Okay, so we have for our first card here. Oh, I didn't do a shadow card. Just wait till you see what that is. Look at this. The Magician appears for you. Here's your shadow card. Oh, and I usually do two, don't I? I'm going to take one off the bottom. I didn't look at it. We're going to see how we get there. But the Magician appears for you. The Magician is excitement. For goodness sakes, get excited about the Magician. The Magician says whatever you want, it can be. So be it. The Magician says, reach for it. Design your life for it. Reinvent yourself for it. The Magician says that you can have anything that you want, but are you growing that dream in your mind? And how, are we putting in the details? I mean, if there was ever a month to do this, Aries, please listen to me when I say grow your dream life in your head. If only 10% of it shows up, wouldn't that be great? But what if the whole picture showed up? And that's what the potential of this energy is for you. Okay, the Magician. Now, the card under it, look at that. Making the impossible possible. The Star comes out for you. My goodness. If that doesn't tell you right there that this is going to be a month that you will be talking about for the rest of your life, I don't know what is. You have the Magician and the Star. So making the impossible possible because your dreams can come true. Okay, our first card is the Five of Wands, and this is about playing well with others. This is your empowerment. How do you take power out of the circle? Okay, this is definitely Pluto moving and giving you a little glimpse of what's to come for the next 20 years of your life when it comes to dealing with people, when it comes to empowering yourself, empowering others, and allowing them to empower you as you go forward. We have the Two of Cups, new relationships, new beginnings, new starts, new paths, new aha moments, new epiphanies, whatever it might be. This is very new for you. This could definitely be a new relationship, but we'll see where we're sitting when we get to the relationship part. This is just an overview. So this could be new paths. This could be new loves, desires, wants, fantasies, dreams. And taking the first steps of bringing it into something that's tangible, something that's real. We have the Ace of Swords as well. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. It's written right across the board, every which way for you. The Ace of Swords, that aha moment, that epiphany. Okay, so you've got the energy here of making a wish coming true. You have the energy here of making something possible that you thought was impossible, or maybe the world even says it's impossible. You gain your power through people and go in exploration for new things to discover. Maybe it's growing your wisdom, maybe it's traveling, but you go out there and seek, because you will find. And the Ace of Swords, and maybe as you're wandering out there and you are seeking, you get that aha moment, you get that epiphany, and it all starts to unfold for you quite naturally. So keep open-minded, go with the flow. Absolutely. For work, thinking of changing jobs? Or stepping into what you truly want to do, your higher calling, with your talents, your gifts, your abilities. Or maybe it's closing a stage of your work and going into newer things. Maybe it's a promotion, a lateral move within a company. You could be preparing to step into something brand new, though. And this brand new tells me that you have some things that you have to take care of in order to really step into that. So get it done. Take care of the details. Get rid of the clutter. Now, some of you say, well, I don't work anymore. What is your purpose? How are you of service to others? What do people know you for? How do you give yourself to the world? Because that could be changing. Chances are that could be changing. So, what are the things that are kind of untidy around you? What loose ends do you have in order to really step into a new beginning, a new start? Maybe you take something on a grander level. Maybe you've always been that volunteer, but now you're going to organize something, or you're planning, or you take a new hat to wear within that community. The Nine of Cups. Now, this is love. This is relationships. And this is the time to really, I've mentioned all kinds of things about your wishes and your desires, but, it's about asking to be surrounded by people who really love you, that really support you, that are like-minded. This is about thinking about your current relationships and thinking, how do I want to grow them? How do I want to magically transform them? Because I do believe that you have the power within you to do that right now and transform some of those relationships. Whether it's platonic or romantic, a spouse, a child, a parent, a neighbor, somebody in your close circle, though, absolutely. Somebody that you love, that you hold within your heart. If you are single, well, write out the description of what you want to show up and then expect that person to show up in your life. I can't say it any easier than that. Spirituality, how to use your spirituality. We have the Judgment card here. I would have to say, don't judge yourself too harshly. Okay, and leave judgment out of the picture as much as you can during the month of March. Try not to judge others, judge the situation, judge how you're doing, judge others how they're doing. Look at your goals, focus on your goals, your dreams, your desires, and put your focuses there, okay? And that could be a person, a relationship, an environment. It could be work, it could be career, it could be spirituality. But this is a card to say, do not judge. Do not judge yourself firstly, because we usually judge ourselves quite harshly. We wouldn't judge our enemies as hard as we judge ourselves sometimes. So be a little easier, a little softer on yourself. Love yourself, hug yourself, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love you. It's powerful. Look yourself in the eyes and start building yourself up. And try not to judge yourself against others. Try not to judge others in general. And then we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is health and well-being. So in this sense, you've tried a lot of different things in order to increase your health, better your well-being. Maybe changing your routines in some way. You've done this for a while, then that for a while. And this could also be kind of in the work arena as well. And it says that you've tried a lot of things, and now it's time to take maybe a combination of all those paths that you've walked and smush it up together so that it's something unique, it's something new, it's something original, and it's something built just for you to bring in better health, well-being. Or maybe your routines. Maybe you need a little bit more alone time, and so you're going to find the back roads to take to work and back, and it's going to take a little longer, so you're going to have to wake up a little earlier. You're going to have to leave a little bit earlier. But you have that little bit of time to maybe have a conversation with yourself. Think things through on your way to work, and then think how your day went on your way home from work or something. Giving yourself that little window of opportunity. So for health and well-being, and there's all kinds of great things that you've tried in the past, and you really need to utilize them in a way that kind of works within other metrics. So maybe you jogged and you biked and you liked both of them, but maybe you decide that you're going to go outside for your jogging now and you're going to get a bike for the inside so that you can still have that biking as well. I don't even have the cards out here, but we are going to pick a card from Nature's Whispers and see what advice it has for you for the month of March. You have such beautiful, beautiful, oh my gosh, beautiful month ahead of you. So tap into that energy. Be true to your heart, 26. Okay, 8 energy is definitely about abundance. And 26 is about when we give things thought, we can grow true abundance in our life. So think about what you want to do, create the strategy, create the plan. I'm going to hold that up and let you meditate for 5 or 6 seconds on it while I read through what the author has said. At this moment, draw on the energies of harmony and union when making a choice. The current situation is best supported using intuition and not intellect. There may be difficult decisions to be made that are not necessarily about love. Consciously be aware of what interests you, what attracts your attention, what stirs your imagination, and creates passion in your life. Do your best to ignore the persuasion of what others might want to think or say. Trust yourself and don't allow your opinion to be swayed. I don't think you could have got a better card because it's saying be consciously aware. Be consciously aware of what interests you, what attracts your attention, what moves you, what stirs your imagination, what creates passion in your life, because those are exactly the things that you're going to want to bring in to your thoughts, to your conversations with God, your angels, the universe. So bring in those things that make you happy, bring out joy, make you laugh out loud, dance in the rain. And ignore what others might have for their opinions of your path right now, because it's all in your hands and you are the only one. You are the only one that can put the limits in place. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.